Good after whatever time it is where you are. Hello. Welcome back to Nutjob on tour, your one-stop shop for all of your nut jobbery that you would like to experience. I'm in the wrong vehicle, but that's just because I needed somewhere quiet to film. If you look carefully, there is the van. Okay, so last week I ordered the wrong units for the interior.
You did all the left-hand drive cabinets, didn't you?
Ha! I had a couple of horn problems.
Fucking... Yeah, that is what happens.
Kev worked his wooden magic and fitted the interior with a bunch of awesome wooden panels and a floor and cabinets, so it looks so good right now. I got the van mostly insulated, and Jazzy sorted the carbs. Sort of. Which brings me on to this week's video. Warning, this video is carb heavy and should be enjoyed as part of a balanced diet. Seriously, there's a lot about carbs in this video. We figure out what the best setup is for the van. We take a look at Swedish and Creamy, how theirs is set up too. We take apart some Solex carbs and clean them out and service them and put them back together. We throw it back in the van. So there's all kinds of shenanigans that goes on with that. Big chunks of this video are about carbs. Other than an unhealthy dose of carbs, Ben and I have a race. My interior units arrive. Nice. We think about potential van graphics. Time to dig in. Boom.
I've got a Jazz.
I've got Jazz.
Is that a VR headset? So the one thing that man is not getting around to doing is making a decision on his carburetors.
It's true.
Everything else can go. Beds, cupboards, pants. Carburetors, however, will screw him up if they're not all correct and thought about. The masterclass, right? These are going to be some really stupid questions from me, because I don't know the answers either. So not just about Adam being a bit thick. Mr. Archive and Mr. John. Just to be, so we've got this flat 4 dual port.
Yeah.
That's Adam's engine, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean that the options are, stop for a minute. Minefield.
There's a lot going on.
Check out the carb setup.
I don't know what's going on here.
That's it, that's technical drawing. That's,
Yeah, that is right,
This was
yeah.
one of the original Volkswagen technical drawings
Blueprints.
that we found in an archive. So this is Swedish Blue.
Right, easy. So it's a Weber carburetor. It's a twin choke carburetor. Okay, which means in this carb there is 2 inlets for the fuel and air mixture, all right? I'm just going to make it simple, okay?
Yeah.
But coming out of, so dual port,
Dual port engine,
going into,
a twin ported carb. But what they've done on this to make it a bit more performance-y, each valve or cylinder, piston, has got its own tube, but this just gives you more performance.
okay, so this has got 2 holes.
2 holes in the
each.
carb,
Yeah.
and then it's got each piston is being fed by its own port.
Okay.
Okay, do you get that?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And then on yours,
Yeah.
you've got, you can imagine it, although you've got just 2 carburetors, each carburetor has then got 2 ports in it again, 2 holes that are feeding the air.
Yeah,
and
that's
the fuel.
right. Yeah. So it's basically doubling this up.
Yeah, basically it's like having 4 carburetors. There's so many different variations of it.
Yeah.
So the reason that we're banging on about this is because Adam is going for 6 months, doing a lot of miles potentially.
Yeah.
What we're trying to look at is fuel economy versus performance. If you went 3 or 5 mile an hour slower across your entire trip, but it bought you a new carb setup and
How
you
much
saved
money
on
does
that
that save?
fuel,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
how much beer does that leave you?
A lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Shall I get my spanners out and we'll unbolt this now and put it
You
straight
can.
in yours?
So what's Creamy got in the back?
Creamy's the
Find
same
out.
as Adam.
Is it?
So yeah, this is identical to Adam's, exactly the same. So each barrel has got its own feed, and then this is really like 2 carburetors in one. So this is set up as, that's set up as 1 carb, that's set up as 1 carb, so it's actually 4 individual carburetors is how you set it up.
Right.
Which was why we was having the trouble with ads.
But it is now getting hold of something very similar to, because that's going to be the way forward.
I'm thinking
Swedish.
good old eBay.
Good
You will
old
find
eBay.
one. Someone there has probably got one. I did have a rough flick, and I'm pretty sure I did see one.
What do you do?
Rough flick.
We'll jump on a couple of VW forums and see.
So childish. Right, we better jump on eBay.
Job done.
Job done. Yeah. Just think like that.
Take it out, put diesel on it.
So that's your answer for everything, isn't it? Get rid of the air cooled.
Diesel.
Gooey. We're going for a little blast.
Little blast. We're going for a race.
You can't call it that.
Why not?
We'll get arrested.
It's not like we're in some...
Souped up. This isn't Tokyo
We're going to go
Drift.
for a race and we might get to the speed limit.
We might even make it.
We're basically having a look. These vans now got exactly the same setup. 2 litre Flyer gearbox. This one has been refurbished last year, the engine that is, and the van. But it's got a single carb, so it's still twin port into single carb. Whereas this one has got dual carbs, but there's a bit more setup to do. So this one, at the moment, Adam's van's a little bit more coffee spluttery.
Correct.
Because the setup's not quite where it needs to be. Swedish, again, hasn't been out for a few months, really. So we've got to take it a bit steady and treat them with the respect that they demand.
And go for a race.
Nice work.
How was that for you?
Captain Swedish. That was good.
You just that wagon in your way, didn't you?
Yeah, man, he pulled right in front of me. I was going for the overtake and he goes, nah. Just right in my way.
They just think you're going to be slow.
Yeah, well, they expected it. I overtook him, thank you very much. We were going a solid 70 down there,
Yeah,
down the hill.
that's good going.
That was power! That was power!
Is there a reason why, are you going for extra cooling at the back at the moment?
What?
I just wondered.
What?
Are you going for, is it an extra cooling thing? I just wondered when I went past.
Oh, no! Oh, I don't believe it. That was completely intentional. That's a performance upgrade.
I'll do the same, shall I?
Yeah. I'm surprised you haven't done yours. You'll go about 10% faster like that now. Nice. Now we can both look like idiots. Was it like that the whole time?
Yeah.
It must have been. Right, well,
Back up the hill.
back up the hill and down in your estimations, of course. Jazzy,
Yes.
come into my shot.
Yes.
Join me in here.
Join you?
Sure, you can all come in if you like. We're talking about carbs because we've had that whole thinking about carbs over the last couple of days.
You're eating too many carbs.
Yes, it's all that pasta.
Potatoes.
We have come to the conclusion that best course of action at the moment, since we can't get hold of any like single carb setups, is to take these carbs, still twin, but single port. Am I getting that right?
Yep.
So in a sense, we are still reducing the amount of stuff going through it. The plan is right now, get these bad boys off of here, those bad boys over there, and rebuild the carburetors, put them on this one, and yeah, get it done. See how she goes. See that?
Cool. Mine.
Right. Oh, tune Jazzy's top tips. Don't let anything go in the holes. Do not let anything go in inlet ports. Yeah, the ports here. They are essential. Very important. Fresh and clean. Might be a little hard to hear because there's so much stuff going on at the moment, but cleaning these up, giving them a good scrub and a good spray down with brake cleaner, and then getting the manifolds on before we blow with the carbs. Jazz has made these ports Adam proof, just to make sure I don't drop any nuts down there. So, this right here is the stand for an air filter, right?
Yeah. Factory it was at the factory.
Which is an original factory setting.
We have replaced all the dodgy bits of hose.
Yeah, rubbish. Nice new
Two
bit.
nice new ones. Refitted both the manifolds.
Yep, they're back in.
We're going to refurb the carbs, get them on, and run them up.
Nice.
2 carbs, 2 carb kits, carb cleaner, oh wait, no, brake cleaner, carb cleaner, rags, an assortment of drivers. So there we go.
Let's get them clean.
Have a look at that. This is inside a carburetor.
So, do you want a quick, rough description of how it works?
That'd be wicked.
Right. So petrol comes through this little thing here.
Yeah.
Right. And fills this little bowl up. And when that bowl fills up, that little float comes up, pushes that and shuts off the fuel until it needs some more. Okay. When you put your accelerator down, you see down in that hole, there's your little
Cracks that open,
which in turn activates the diaphragm, which squirts fuel down and mixes it with the air and makes it drive.
and makes it drive.
That
does it.
So you see here, any air leaks, and you see this bit of gasket,
Oh yeah.
is not where it should be.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's not actually doing its job. Little things like that. See?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Ben's just said he's got some cool stuff to show me. I'm just playing about with some carbs at the moment, but I think he's learned. Here we go. Here he is. What you got?
Hot off the press.
Hot off the press. Hang on.
Hopefully you like it.
What is it? No, I can see it's my van.
It's your van.
Look. Yo, that's sick. Hang on, let me flip this around so you can see.
So a bit of Photoshop wizardry.
Oh, that's my van. And it's already got stuff on it. How have you done that?
It's done, it's already out there. No, it's not. It's not. But that's
Dude,
kind of
love
vibe.
that up there. That's so cool. That is awesome. Oh, and then have a little nut job like written in there. In the
Nutjob
lines.
on tour.
On tour. Nut job on tour.
The joy of painting. The joy of travelling. So, in an ideal world, right, we'd be spraying this on. But we're going to have a go at doing it in graphics.
Whoa, okay.
And then
sticking it.
Edging it up a little bit, you know.
What, like
Sort of
kind
give
of
it a bit of patina.
giving
like
it patina on
That's
the
plan.
graphics.
So I'm going to go and chat with Beardy Paul, and I'm hoping what we can do is we can print the entire thing, but we'll print it with a bit of rustic properties.
Whoa, okay.
Brand new
interesting.
graphics are going to look.
They'll look
quite
really
alright.
shiny in
Yeah.
comparison to the rusty of the van.
Yeah. So I'm going to go and have a chat with Paul,
Amazing.
see what he says.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, have a check out. Have a look at this.
And this is all the crap that would cause all your problems.
Scammy, nasty stuff. So giving these a good clean out is
Yeah.
very important.
And I would say also that's probably a sign sometimes that it's not had an inline fuel filter running with it.
All right, okay.
See all the bits coming through, gathering in the bottom of the cereal. It's like,
Really, yeah, we'll have a look in here. Interesting discovery. There is a hole in the carburetor that we don't understand. We don't know what it is. Therefore, on this one, it is kind of bunged up. But there's no replacement bung in our service kits, so we're gonna have to figure out what it's there for. Jazz,
yeah.
we've discovered that the missing screw,
Venturi set screw.
this is the Venturi set screw, and that goes in there.
Yeah.
So, Ben and I are gonna have a look up the barn and pick up that, hopefully as well, when we get the air filter business too. We have arrived at the barn, ready to get engine bits, carburetor bits and engine bits. So let's have a look. Type 4 engine.
T25
Ooh, T25.
out of an old Westphalia.
Oh, is that right? But more importantly, it has this air filtration system. Stop! Jesus! Ha! What have we done? I think we're in. We've taken out a table in the process.
Oh,
That's why we got 6 wheels.
that was antique.
Right, so we've pretty much got everything we need. Carburetor wise, a little bit of bonus, a couple of things, some shoes, air filter and bumpers over there. And finally, we also grabbed ourselves an engine. For our goose. So this will be going in.
Up there.
Yeah, look how high that is off the ground. Interestingly named screw that I still can't remember the name of.
Venturi set screw.
Venturi set screw, thank you very much. Is in. There we go. Everything's in, ready to go. Jazzy's on the ignition. Keys are in. Yeah, boy. New carbs are in. They've been tweaked by Monsieur Jazz. Monsieur Jazzy.
Monsieur Jazz.
You like that, do you? But we're going to go for a spin and see how we fare with these new carbs. Here we go.
Pump it.
Right, go again, Ed.
Stay there.
What's come off?
Nothing.
I don't know yet.
Shut up.
Right, go again, Ed.
Is it going to stay? Is it stay with us? No.
You broke it, Ed.
I broke it. I mean, that is my classic thing to do, isn't it? Break the vans. I've been here for hours.
You bored of Jazzy's messing around? So just fix it, Jazz.
Needs to be done. Right, it is time for a spin. I don't know what Jazzy's done, but he's made some adjustments. Driving. Oh, wait, no, safety first.
So Carbs yesterday, Ad went for a little run and we went round the block and he went off up the road and broke down without his phone.
Which is the best bit.
Anyway, we found him, we tracked him down after about 7 hours. He was only around the corner. But
basically, 2 carbs we fitted were no good.
rude, they were mine.
They were all right.
Oh, they were all right.
Parts of them were all right and parts of them weren't.
What have you done?
I have taken...
Oh, were you filming a bit of that earlier?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. So we can have a look at that?
Yeah, you can look at that. Oh, we may have a problem.
That isn't meant to happen at all.
No, definitely not.
Nothing should be coming out of there.
No. So you've basically, that's why you've broken down, it's just filling the whole barrels up with petrol.
Yeah.
It's all trial and error, isn't it?
Dear me.
But what I've basically done is stripped the carbs down, had some spare parts and swaps.
Off the stuff we found at the barn.
Yeah.
Good old barn.
And basically, she's done. Lovely.
So me and young Samuel, who is behind the camera there, are heading to Heritage to get some bits for one of the splitties, and we're going to see if we can also break down, get there
And back.
and back.
I'm turning my phone off and going to lunch in Timbuktu.
It's quite interesting because I haven't driven this one properly before, other than around the block at the workshop, and I don't know what it was like before, but these carbs now seem to be working really nicely. However, Adam, she is pulling to the left a lot. Now it could be a combination of the tyres or the tracking. We need to get that sorted out when you get your new tyres, but I suspect we might have a bit of binding going on this brake on this side, which I think was happening the other day as well. So let's get that checked out. At the moment, if I let go of the wheel, essentially straight in the hedge. 4th gear, still going up the hill, still heading up. Not too shoddy. Here we go. So we're very close to Shoreham Airport on the A27, and we're going to go and do a little bit of hammering. This is Adam's way into work, and the next junction is where you turn off to go to Heritage. We're very lucky to have Heritage on our way to work. However, most mornings Adam forgets when we've got stuff to collect. So we thought we'd make him a little reminder as to what he's supposed to be doing. Anyway, Adam, just for you, Sonny. Job done. So roadworks up here, and she stalled a second ago. Now I don't know whether to try and start now, or we wait till the traffic starts going. That is the gamble. Right, here we go. So most cars have stop-start technology. We have that, but it's not optional. So, have returned from a somewhat disappointing drive to Harwich. Back at base, Hev is delving
into the heart of the Volkswagen.
and we weren't wondering whether it isn't potentially a plug issue. Anyway,
Need to fire it up.
I'm going to fire it up and have a look.
What's going on? Didn't you just do a run in it? Was it you?
Turn over, Ben.
It broke.
Ben! Ben!
It's letting out too much water.
Why is there water involved?
Have you changed the radiator? Well, unless you checked it for leaks.
It's Friday evening once again. The sun is getting lower and lower in the sky, and the carbs are still playing up. It's interesting. It is interesting to say the least. I am not certain how this is going. We've spent the last straight two days playing around with these carbs, and they're still messing us up. Might be that we take it to an expert. Could be something else. Could be something else on the engine. Could be something we haven't noticed yet. That is really the whole thing with these vans, man. Something can just start playing up. You swap something out for, you know, potentially decent set of carbs. Those carbs are no good, or it's something completely different. Gotta wait and see. But there is some good news. Let me show you.
That's all you're getting. Next week I will open up those interior units and I will be putting them in, and it's gonna be amazing. So wait until next time. I will see you there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are filled up on all the carbs you can enjoy. Till next time.